He is a comedian producer who performs wherever people let him, and is producing the I Still Haven't Gotten Paid for This comedy special on March 27th at the Crowd Theater. And you can follow him at Instagram at christopher.j.o if you want to, which is literally how it's written. So Chris, come on up.
Sweet. That's been like 3 times tonight. Talking about porn earlier.
Yeah.
I was watching The Phantom Menace today. Star Wars Episode 1, and my roommate walked in, and I was like, "That's porn! It's porn! I swear!" Because that was easier to explain. So I have a girlfriend. Yeah. Oh. That was my friend that did that woo. I do like having a girlfriend. I like having a girlfriend almost as much as I hate first dates. First dates to me are like open mics. They're better if there aren't any poets there. A true story, I was on a first date one time, and it was going well. I was sitting next to this girl on the train. We were headed back from the Lincoln Park area to Old Town, and we were sitting on the train having a conversation, and I was like, "Hey, this is going well." You know, I usually really don't like first dates, but this is going well. I am enjoying this. I think she's having a good time. I don't hate myself yet. Maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe I'll get a second date. And we're sitting there talking, and this guy walks by us on the train and gives us the old "ooh" face. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the "ooh" face. Typically doesn't carry a positive connotation. Your mom never walks in your room and is like, "Hey, there's some fresh baked cookies out on the counter right now if you want them." That just doesn't. That's not what's gonna happen. So my curiosity's piqued. What made this guy so disturbed? So I look down on the other side of the train car from whence he came, and I see a couple of folks, just a couple of people, participating in the most intense blowjob I have ever seen in my life. This was not your mom and pop blowjob. This was the Quentin Tarantino of blowjobs. It was loud. There was a lot of blood. It didn't seem like the girl knew what she signed up for. It wasn't even sexual. It was transactional. It was like watching 12-year-olds trade Pokemon cards with no parental supervision. You're like, "What are you doing?" It wasn't sensual either, you know. It was violent. It was like his crotch was on fire and her head was a fire blanket. He was leaning back against the side of the, trying to get leverage with his leg, and her head is just bobbing up and down like a prairie dog. You couldn't see it, you could. So it kind of derailed our conversation a little bit. We were talking, and I was like, yeah, we should, I think our strategy in the Middle East, I think we should get the troops out of there. We should probably pull out. Shit. Oh, God. The whole impeachment, Trump's impeachment's crazy, right? If it goes to the Senate, you need, a 2-to-1 fellatio ratio. Shit. I had a breakup not that long ago. And breakups, they happen. But I was dating a musician at the time, which is weird. Don't do it. You can't, and I figured out why it didn't work. You can't have two aspiring artists in the same relationship. It doesn't work because one of you has to be the better artist. And it was her, and I was like, shit. So I broke up with her. Let's call her Rachel for this, for our purposes. That's not her actual name. She will remain anonymous. So Rachel and I broke up, and we were friends afterwards for a little bit. And she was just, I kind of wanted to I wanted to help her in her music career, because I was like, hey, I've made mistakes. I haven't been perfect, but I want to help you out so I can take credit for all your future success. I want to do this, so I would book her shows, and we would do it, and it was good. It was a fine working relationship, but she had an EP coming out, so she wanted a big release party, and I was like, hey, I can help with that. That'd be awesome. So I went all out, pulled out all the stops. I booked a venue for free. This is I'm serious. I booked a venue for free, booked two way better bands than her to open for her. It was awesome. Did a whole bunch of promotional material. It was big. So the night rolls around, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. We're having a good time. We're friends. We have good boundaries. And I'm up in the sound booth mixing for one of the opening acts, and I look and see out of the corner of my eye, there's a piece of paper there, and I'm like, that looks out of place. So I look at it, and it's her set list for the show. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Let's see if I know any of the songs that she's going to be playing. So I look, and on its own line, it says Chris Part 1, and then on a line right below it, it says Chris Part 2. My name is Chris. I'm Chris, guys. That's not a breakup album. That's almost a fucking EP, though. I don't know. Breakup songs, I don't know, are the participation trophies of dating a musician, right? You kind of forget about them until the end, and then they just serve as a reminder that maybe you should have tried a little bit harder. So I don't say anything to her, because I'm like, I want to see how this plays out. And I'm emceeing the show, and we get through the first two acts. They kill. It's great. The energy is awesome at the show. I bring her up, and people lose their shit. They are here for Rachel. They're so pumped. They're like, yes! So she goes up, she's playing, I'm up in the sound booth, just kind of waiting. She finishes up a song, and everybody's cheering. They're like, woo, we love you, Rachel! Anyone that hurts you is our enemy! We will drink their blood and eat their flesh! It wasn't an exact quote, that's a paraphrase. And she goes up, and the little talk that they do in between, the song or whatever, and she goes, this is about a stupid boy who broke up with me. And I did not have to Shazam that shit to know that was Chris Part 1. I knew this because she said stuff in the song that she said to me as I was breaking up with her. I know. She goes, don't come back crying to me. And I was like, I wasn't fucking planning on it. It was weird. So she finishes up that song, and everybody is I can see the women in the crowd just feeling her pain on her behalf, and I'm like, they're gonna fucking kill me, guys. They're gonna murder me. So she goes up and does the same thing, the talk in between songs, and she goes, this next one is about a boy who wasn't as bad as the boy from the last song. What? Guys, she dated two Chris's? I wasn't even the best Chris she dated. I was the Walmart brand Chris. I was the Liam Hemsworth Chris. How? Oh, it freaking killed. And what hurts me the most about all of this is that we treat musicians and comedians differently, right? Because if a musician, writes a song about their ex, they're brave and inspiring, you're like, oh my god, the way you rhymed believe with leave was just, I want to be brave and inspiring, you know? Like Chris, the way you compared your dog's or your ex's food to eating dog shit. It helped me so much. Like, I can feel you guys tense up a little bit. I heard some assholes go, whoop. like you're punching down. Okay, I'm gonna do one last joke and get out of here. This is the joke to get you back on my side. Remember, we all liked Chris at the beginning when he was talking about blowjobs on the train? Okay. All right, what do Hitler and my girlfriend have in common?
What?
They both dropped out of art school and they like boys that look like me. And that's it! That's all they have. That's the only thing. Those are the only two things that they share in common. And I think actually my girlfriend just came. Hi, Caitlin. Oh. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. And give it up for Danielle for hosting.
I'm really glad those are the only two things you have in common. Guys, that was the end of our show! I mean, one, we have the room till 11. This feels like a bowling alley birthday party. We have the space till 11, so do what you want. But somebody did come down here and offer cake. I do not know how legit that is, but somebody came down and was like, there's free cake if you guys... There's cake up there. Yeah, so there's free cake upstairs. I don't know what it is, but I've been given the authority to tell you to go eat the free cake. So if you want to do that, but again, the Midwest mom in me wants to say we have the room till 11. So if you want to stay here and drink, you can do it, okay? Again, thank you guys for coming out. This show is the third, it's normally the third Friday of every month, but because it's the holidays, it's the second. But after, this month, it's going to be the third Friday of every month. So thanks for hanging out and come back.